A 6 feet and 5 inches tall Ian Bishops represented the West Indies cricket team between 1988 till 1990. Ian Bishop reached 100 test wickets in only 21 test matches. Ian Bishops, who had serious back problem, had twice brought a halt to the one of the most promising fast bowling career. In this video, you will see Ian Bishop's spell against Pakistan in the ninth match of Benson and Hedges World Series at Brisbane Gabba on 7th January 1989. Ian Bishop's spell cost 51 runs in 10 overs, including 2 wickets. The 21-year-old Bishop was one of the most fearsome bowlers of that era, along with Curtly Ambrose, Courtney Walsh, and Malcolm. Let's get into the video and watch his spell. Javed, Miandad, and Malik are the best men to face him.
2 for 29. This is over number 14. Ian Bishop has come on in place of Curtly Ambrose. And it's a real struggle for Pakistan. The bowling figures, Marshall 6 overs, 1 for 11. Here's the first ball from Ian Bishop. Into the commentary box now, Ian Chappell, and with him is Jeff Thompson.
Thanks, Richie. And, well, an assortment of good afternoon and good morning right around Australia. Quite a pleasant day here at the Gabba. Not so pleasant for batsmen, though, because the West Indies have made it very difficult for them in the first 15 overs. I know the theory is to score as many as you possibly can in the first 15 overs. That's why the West Indies are so good at this cricket. They've got the opening batsmen to do that, but they've also got the bowlers to stop the opposition from belting you around in the first 15 overs. They have given a few extras away. So welcome to the commentary position to Jeffrey Thompson, a man who could bowl pretty quick himself. I guess you've been enjoying watching some of these West Indies work this summer, Tomo.
Yes, Ian, good morning to everyone. No, it's been great watching them this summer. I mean, a lot of people are complaining about the West Indies bowling, but myself being a fast bowler, I've really enjoyed it because I think they're great exponents of it.
Ian Bishop is a young man who's learnt a lot on this tour. Bowled extremely well in Perth against Pakistan. Picked up 5 wickets. 5 for 27 in that match. And basically forced his way into this side through that performance. Hooper at mid-on. It's well run. He got his chance through injury to Malcolm Marshall. He certainly made the most of it. In fact, I should say it was Curtly Ambrose that was sick in Perth. That's how he got his first opportunity. But taking 5 for 27, he's been able to hold his place in the side. That's well played. It's 2 for 32. 4 to Aamer, 2 to Javed. Batsman really having to struggle out there for runs. There was a big appeal from Winston Benjamin against Aamer Malik in the last over. Winston Benjamin is not happy. That's edged and dropped by Viv Richards. So Aamer is having a bit of luck.
Fine delivery here from Bishop, a little bit quicker. And Viv had just caught Viv, which is a bit unusual, unawares, and it got onto him a bit quicker than I think he imagined, and consequently the ball's come out behind him.
So a bit of good fortune there for Aamer Malik, dropped by Viv Richards at first slip. And Winston Benjamin was most unhappy at the end of the over. He refused originally to take his cap from umpire Baylish, but then eventually grabbed it. There's certainly a bit of noise there. Jeffrey Dujon wasn't in any doubt that it had been edged. Wide called there by umpire Cole Timmins. Yeah, Benjamin originally refused to take his cap from umpire Baylish, and then changed his mind, went back and really snatched it from the umpire. So he obviously wasn't too thrilled about not being rewarded with a wicket.
Just looking at it on the replay, and there wasn't much else around bar the bat that it could have hit, and I sort of had the bat angled a bit forward, so it might have just ran up the face a bit quietly. But I mean, it's hard enough for us here with slow motion replays and everything. I mean, how hard is it for the umpire out there anyway?
Certainly the umpires are being pretty hard on the bowlers. They're not being in any way lenient at all.
Mind you, I think that was a fair call. It was probably a couple of foot wide of the stumps. That might have been close when I was bowling in my days, but I think that was fair enough, Ian. Yeah, I think that's quite reasonable. Call that it's at least 2 foot wide of the off stump.
That's well taken by Jeffrey Dujon. One of the worst things that can happen for a wicketkeeper is when the ball swings after it gets past the batsman. That's exactly what that one did.
Yes, very late swing there. I think there's a bit of frustration creeping into the bowlers at these last couple of overs with a few missed dismissals.
It's 2 for 37. Viv Richards won the toss here at the Gabba, sent Pakistan in. Malcolm Marshall at third man. It was interesting talking to Malcolm Marshall this morning, and he said that the West Indies like playing here more than anywhere else in Australia because the outfield is so soft. There's no trouble with the legs, the ankles, and they also like the size of the ground. But he thought that the outfield was really easy on the legs for a fast bowler.
Mind you, Ian, they wouldn't have to spend too much time in the outfield in most games anyway. But I do agree with him, you know, on a serious note. It is a fine ground. We get a lot of rain here in summertime and a lot of growth, and it is really good on your legs when you do have a long session in the field. And also another advantage, probably when you think back over the years, is the lushness of growth on the ground, and the wicket being fairly grassy as well. Normally as the shine stays on the ball longer, and most of the ground has got these signs all the way around it, so if the ball does hit the fence, it doesn't get knocked around too much, as in wooden fences or other fences that are around Australia as well, and there's no concrete gutters before them.
Excellent delivery, that one from Ian Bishop. Well, the spectators are very close to the action here, and so also are the photographers. Viv Jenkins is the man who shoots the cricket for the PBL publications, and if you want to have a look at any of Viv's work, you'll find it in there amongst those publications that are available this summer. Doug Walters has a book out at present, One for the Road, doing extremely well, that book. Some of Doug's anecdotes in the game of cricket. The Cricket Yearbook for 1988. And the tour guide available at $4.95. It's a good over there from Ian Bishop, 2 for 42.
Wide signal there. They've been quite severe on the West Indies today, umpires Timmins and Baylash. It's umpire Timmins at the Stanley Street end. One pitched around about leg stump, but ended up being quite wide by the time it reached Dujon. But that's really when you measure it when it goes past the batsman. 16 wides, 4 no balls. Haynes, the fieldsman. Still a little bit of movement out there. I think that the groundsmen here, the ground staff here, have done very well. Still believe there's just a little bit too much grass on the surface. Kevin Mitchell has a nice flat surface. Yeah, believes that you've got to be very careful not to roll these pitches when they're too damp. Hence, it's nice and flat, there are no waves. Last thing on earth you need is a slightly wavy surface. Oh, that's got to be a wide. That's a big wide.
And they've really bowled a lot of in-swingers with this breeze coming across from cover now to square leg, pushing the ball into leg stump and the ball swinging well away. It's very wide of the stumps there. He's obviously going to push the ball down leg side. There's no doubt in old Timmins' mind that was a wide.
It's got away very, very quickly off the bat, and into the fence it goes again. Malik plays that shot pretty well. Anything just a little bit wide, he should perhaps go for a few more.
Yes, he certainly does cut well. Bishop's not slow. He was beautifully into position. He's well balanced on the back foot. His first movement's back and he goes back again. He just helps it on its way with perfect placement.
That's a beautiful shot. Wasn't very wide of third man, but hit so well. And another wide, and this could be 4. Off the fingertips there. 4 wides signalled by umpire Timmins. This is helping Pakistan.
Must be a worry for Vivian Richards, his bowlers today. They played so well throughout the series, but all the bowlers losing control, spraying the ball down the leg side. 21 wide, it's unbelievable. A good, fine, warm day. It's starting out so wide, and the angle there is Dujon no chance at all.
And that one kept just a little low. Batsman had no idea. He was a long way away from this. Slightly quicker delivery, and through the gate it goes.
A powerful fast bowler with a talent for outswing and was among the fastest bowler in the world before severe back injuries cut him down in 1991. Ian Bishop rehabilitated and made adjustment to his bowling action, returning strongly late in 1992. However, in 1993 he was struck by injuries again, not returning until mid-1995. Thus, what had been at the one stage a highly promising career was substantially curtailed. He has forged a successful career as a television commentator. Like several other past players for the West Indies, he is quite vocal about the languishing states of his former team. He was one of the match commentators when the West Indies won the 2004 ICC Champions Trophy final and 2012 ICC World 2020 final, and Bishop commentary of the 2016 ICC World 20 final, who was especially memorable when after Carlos Brathwaite won the match with 4 consecutive sixes, Bishop said, Carlos Brathwaite, remember the name. This has been looked back on as a classic call and an iconic piece of commentary. If you like this video, please comment, share and subscribe. Thank you very much.